Let's go to Mary Jordan, national political correspondent for The Washington Post, author of The Art of Her Deal, The Untold Story of Melania Trump. She joins us from Washington. Thanks for your time tonight.
Oh, delighted to be here.
What do you think the First Lady will speak to tonight? Will she share, do you think, personal stories of her time in the White House or about the president and her relationship with him?
She's not going to talk about their relationship, but she's going to support his agenda. And she is going to talk about her immigration story. I think that people have kind of begged her to be a little more personal. She has quite a personal story to tell. And so far, we haven't heard that. The reason that there's so many eyes on tonight is because it's been 4 years since really we heard a big speech from Melania. And the last time it didn't work out so well because she thought she had nailed it. She was speaking at the convention 4 years ago. And then it turned out that several lines were lifted line for line from, of all things, Michelle Obama's speech.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of been even lower key since then. So, but what the campaign wants her to do tonight is appeal to women. If Donald Trump doesn't win a sizable amount of women voters, he cannot be reelected. He shocked people, and when he won 52% of the white women vote in 2016, because he was running against a woman, Hillary Clinton. But all kinds of signs now that support has weakened. Many women don't like how he's responded to the coronavirus. All kinds of things, gun violence, health care, reproductive rights. So Melania is being dispatched tonight with the hope that she offers a softer side. And she said yesterday in a very small meeting right outside the White House, I was there, it was like a prelude. She said, Donald Trump has been great for women. And she started talking about historic unemployment and things. So we're definitely going to see her tonight talk about, hey, try to cultivate the female vote.
So how do you think her time compares to other First Ladies, her time in the White House? As you mentioned, she doesn't speak publicly very often. And when she does, it is low key. She speaks for a couple of minutes and then she's done. Over the last number of years, how would you compare her to some of the other First Ladies?
She's completely different. She's been missing, for instance, for 3 weeks at a time. She's only had 2 state dinners, compared to 16 in the first term that some have had. There is absolutely no question that she has been quieter than any modern First Lady we've known. One historian said to me, she goes, she's kind of done a favor for whoever comes next, because she kind of, there were all these expectations that you were given this platform. You're not elected, you're not paid. But there was this expectation that you had a microphone, you had a platform, and you should pick an issue and go for it. Well, Melania has this effort, Be Best, that is very ill-defined, little understood. And she really, I've been at many of these events, and they're kind of a hodgepodge. She says all the right things, like we're upset about opioids, no online bullying. And she talks about many different things. I mean, overall, it's a great thing. It's about welfare of children. But she has a very small staff, and compared to, how seasoned the staffs of other First Ladies, Michelle Obama, certainly Hillary Clinton, Laura Bush, it's very, very noticeable that her staff is smaller and they don't have the experience the other ones have. And it shows.
So, Mary, you mentioned that she's taken a bit of a backseat, right? She's not out there. She's not prominent the way some of the other First Ladies have been. Why do you think that is? Do you think that politics just not appealing to her, or is she sort of a shy person? Do we know much about her actual personality?
Well, we knew so little that I spent 2.5 years going to Slovenia and Italy and Paris and all the places that she worked before she arrived in America at 26. And it is fascinating how tight she keeps her circle. She doesn't trust very many people. So I talked to photographers who, when she was 20, spent hours and hours and hours with her. What was she like? And every single person would say the same thing, that, she was professional. She said almost nothing. She didn't go out at night. She was super ambitious. And the minute that she no longer kind of needed whatever I was doing. I never heard from her again. It's almost like she has sealed certain parts of her life. She grew up very modestly in the former Yugoslavia. She lived in, kind of a cookie cutter, concrete building, small apartment with her parents. Her father was a chauffeur. Her mom worked in a factory. Never really talks about that. And it's a great story. I think that's what people kind of want. They want to feel a bit more about her. It's so American to do that, to come and, she was disciplined. She worked hard. In Paris, for instance, she was living in this little walk up, it was 6 flights up, and she put weights on her feet, to keep in shape, going up and down the stairs. That's great stuff. I mean, I think people admire discipline and perseverance, but for some reason doesn't stay in touch with anyone who knew her in the past. She met Donald Trump, and from then on, it's like this woman said to me, so odd, all of a sudden she appeared on the arm of Donald Trump, and it's like she had no past. Another chapter, another way. Very, 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 very tight circle. She's close to her parents. They speak Slovenian in the White House. I think people don't even know her parents are there a lot. Barron's Slovenian. She doesn't, talk to girlfriends like a lot of other people. You don't see these parties that she has. That's her personality.
Yeah, so people are longing for a connection, a personal connection to her that she's not necessarily comfortable, I guess, providing. Mary Jordan, I've got to leave the conversation there, but thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate that.